Welcome everybody back to the Figure Kit Garage, fellow resin heads and kit builders. Brent Krug back with more great kit reviews. This review is going to be focused on the 4 kits that you see in front of you on the table. These are more additions to the Blackheart Models MicroMania bus line. Now, for those of you who know George Stevenson and the MicroMania bus that he started several years ago, George has really expanded this line to unbelievable levels. He has everything from modern horror to classic horror to historical figures, kaiju, and the Star Trek series. And these 4 kits we picked up at Monsterpalooza, Virginia and myself, and 3 of these are absolutely brand new. They were unveiled at both Louisville Wonderfest and Monsterpalooza this weekend. So I'm going to start off with the MicroMania Medusa. And this is part of the Harryhausen MicroMania line. And this is based on Medusa's appearance in the 1980s film Clash of the Titans. This piece was sculpted by Joe Ladowdy. And Joe did an amazing job capturing Medusa's likeness with all the snakes and the hair all the way around. Just an absolutely beautiful rendering all together. I did buy the 360 series Medusa for Virginia for her birthday several years ago, and she wanted this one as well, so she picked this one up this past Sunday. And as always, the MicroMania line bases for all the busts are the same. Nothing has been changed in that respect. Now, the 3 remaining busts, 2 are of the newest line that George is introducing, and this is the Hammer Horror series. There are 5 busts altogether. The Phantom of the Opera, the Reptile, Curse of the Werewolf, and Christopher Lee as both Frankenstein's monster and as the Mummy. These are $35 a piece. Virginia got the Medusa for $30. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Hammer Chris Lee Mummy. These busts were sculpted by Mark Van Tine. And the detail that Mark captured in getting Christopher Lee's likeness as the Mummy is phenomenal. When I saw this, I could not believe how well he had done this. There's even texture in the bandages. So my hat's off to Mark for capturing one of Chris Lee's most unique looking monsters. I mean, everybody knows he did Dracula for, God, I think 5 films total. I think maybe 7, I'm not even sure. But Lee's Mummy is one of the most unique that he ever portrayed. But Mark did an excellent job all the way around. And you can't even tell that's Christopher Lee with all that gunk and makeup and everything. It's very hard to tell that that's him. But hats off to Mark again. Base exactly the same. And the other one I picked up is the Curse of the Werewolf. And Mark did a beautiful job rendering Oliver Reed in his final transformation at the end of the film. The ripped shirt, all the fur, and the ears rendered really, really well. The ruffles in the shirt, it's captured beautifully. The face and the teeth. Mark really knocked this one out of the park. I'm very impressed with this one. Minor mold line going through the hair. But nothing that can't be taken care of. Really, really well done. Set that off to the side. And then finally, several years back, I believe it was late 2019, early 2020, George announced the MicroMania Star Trek line. And I had done the previous 6 crew members of the Enterprise, and I've been waiting for Chekov to get done searching for nuclear vessels at Alameda, which he's been searching for about a year and a half. This piece was sculpted by Jeff Yeager, and he captured a very young Walter Koenig in the role really, really beautifully. I'll be painting this one up for my sister Joy to go along with the other ones that I gave to her. A little bit of cleanup, nothing major. Texture in the shirt. And the badge. Very, very nicely rendered. I cannot recommend these busts any more than I have already. George has really, really set himself apart from other producers in a bust line that not only are they not expensive, but they don't take up a whole hell of a lot of room. Having previously completed Den and the Child and Snips, I finally completed my 3rd MicroMania bust, and I'm going to go ahead and bring her out. I reviewed this one back in April alongside the Morticia, but this is my completed Bo the Heiress, and I am exceptionally proud of the work that I did on her. In sending her out to me, George had accidentally forgotten to send me the normal base that they come with, so it gave me the opportunity to come up with a base for her that was unique and all her own. And I just took several scrap pieces of balsa foam, scarred them up, painted them in shades of black and green with the Night Owls logo, which is the logo of Bo Katan's family. And I'll bring her a little bit closer to the camera. Bring this light down a little bit so you can see her better. This was a lot of hours of work. Getting the detail in the helmet, all the scratches, the exposed Beskar underneath. I hand drew and hand painted the Night Owls logo on both of the shoulder armor. Having to use magnifiers to be able to do that with because they were incredibly tiny. And my eyes aren't quite what they used to be, but I'm alright. All the leather work, which came out even better than I hoped for, even though the leather on the actual outfit she wears in the series is a little bit darker than this. I went with a lighter tone. I'm using a color called Foxhide Brown and then washing over it with chocolate brown and redwood brown, all from Green Stuff World, to tone that orange-brown tone down. It came out really gorgeous. And with the exception of... don't want to break that rangefinder off. I think with the exception of the undersuit, which is charcoal gray, and the vest, which I used a color called hippopotamus gray, all of the colors that I used on her are completely custom mixed. The blue is a custom color, and the chest armor was definitely a custom mix. But I had a lot of fun painting her up. And now that she's finished, I can stop driving myself crazy. I think the armor alone, plus the helmet, took me well over a week to get done. With my work schedule, I couldn't do it all in one shot. So, I'm going to leave the contact information for Blackheart Models down in the comments below. Get a hold of George if you're interested in any of these pieces. And please keep in mind that this base does not come with Bo. That is a completely custom creation that I did for myself. Do not ask George if he can come up with something like that. They have a standard base that they come with, and you see that they're sitting on them right there. That is a creation all of my own. I hope everybody enjoys their weekend coming up. I had a fantastic weekend at Monsterpalooza. Seeing a lot of folks I hadn't seen in over, gee whiz, 4 years since last I'd been. I plan on going in October when the show returns to Burbank and getting into more trouble, spending more money on kits and artwork and other things. So, big shout out to George Stevenson. Congratulations on adding the Hammer horror series to this line. I know you're going to do good with it. All these busts have been really popular so far. So, here's to you, George. Congratulations. So, for this review of the MicroMania Bust series, Chekov, the Hammer horror series, and Medusa, this has been the Figure Kit Garage. Everybody stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Build a kit.